Hello, 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 hello. I think I'm supposed to be the other way. Hello, welcome in if you can hear me. Let me open this. Hi guys, welcome in. Hopefully you can hear me. I am preparing some candles and things for my 11-day vendor event at the Gwinnett County Fairgrounds in Georgia. And I have some candles that I've made, as well as some sample wax melts to give out with my candles for free, so people can try those. So I'm going to label up my candles. I have my labels here. So let me try to get a little bit organized. Supposed to be making some candles. I don't have time for that today, so I'm going to turn my candles maker off. And I'll do that tonight when I get back from the fair. But what I am doing is labeling of candles that I've made that need to have labels put on them. I have some, hopefully you can hear me. I have my mic on. Hopefully you can hear me. Put my mic on today. But I have my 4-ounce candles, as well as my 2-ounce candles that I made that I need to put labels on. So I'm going to clean those up and put labels on them and chit chat about the fair. Today will be day 7 of the fair. It has been a good experience. It's not busy during the week as expected, because fairs is usually people take their children to the fairs and the kids are in school during the week. So primarily it's been teenagers and adults during the week. But I have been getting sales, so I won't complain about that. I have been getting sales, and I've made all of my booth feedback. So everything that I started making on Monday was actual profit. So I'm not complaining that I'm not making as much during the week. However, I don't think I put stickers on the bottom of these. I have not. So let me do that. But I had to put the warning stickers on. However, I'm not making as much during the week, but I am making money, and that's all that matters, is that you're making something, and I'm out the red. So everything I make for the rest of the event now through Sunday is 100% profit, because I've already made back my booth fee as well as my insurance fee for the 11 days. So I'm happy about that. Also, I have candles, have t-shirts, sweatshirts. I'm selling wax melts. I'm selling car diffusers. Most of them are on my website. My website is DesignsBySteffanie with 2 F's. So you can go check them out there. I do have t-shirts and things on my Etsy shop. Same thing, DesignsBySteffanie, 2 F's. You can check things out there if you would like to. I will link them below in the credits once I finish with this. I should have done that before and put it in below, but I didn't do that. I just came on, it's a random live. I just came on randomly to go live, because I don't have a video, because I'm doing a fair and I don't have time to do a video, make a video and edit a video. So I figured I'll go live again this week, since I went live last week. And I said I was going to go live from the fair, but it's just too much noise and someone's playing music loud, and I don't want to get a copyright violation, so I'm not doing that. So I am just gonna go live here where I know there is not going to be any copyright violations in my home because I don't have any music playing. YouTube does not allow that. So hopefully, I'm not going to stay on here long because I have to leave at 4 o'clock to head to the vendor event. So I need to, I'm only going to be on here for 30 minutes. I'm going to label up these, get these on the shelves. I need to restock my website because I have a lot of stuff that a lot of back stock that I took to the event because I had to restock. So I sold a lot on Saturday. Sunday too, but more so on Saturday. Saturday was the busiest day at the fair. So that was good. It started on Thursday of last week. Thursday was very, very slow, which is expectable because it's the first day. Kids still had school on Friday. If the kids didn't have school on Friday, then yeah, it probably wouldn't have been slow, but they did. And parents have to work. And you have to be escorted by a parent if you're under the age of 17. You have to be with an adult. So, not necessarily a parent, but an adult. So, that was that. These are my warning labels. I make them myself on my machine, my silhouette machine. So I just cut them out and use them on here. I need to make some larger ones for my larger size jars. But for right now, I put the same size on all of my jars. But I have some larger jars that I'm coming out with for the holiday, which will be on my website. I haven't had time to do it with the fair, but they should be on my website. After I finish with the fair on Sunday, at some point next week, I'll be loading them. And right now I have 3 cents, but I want to do 5, 6. I want to do 6 cents for the holiday, but we'll see. May just have 3 because time is running out. Time is of the essence with this holiday thing. And I hope you guys can hear me. It doesn't show anything. It doesn't show anything to let you know that the volume is good. So hopefully the volume is good on here. Oh, no, that's the mute button. So hopefully it's good. And then I can add my products on here. Let's add them from my website. So you guys can click below if you want to and get you some. I have some t-shirts and sweatshirts too. If you garden, I have gardening stuff. So we'll just say whenever I tagged. And we'll leave it there. And there below. So you'll have that there. And we'll keep on live streaming while we do that. So you guys can click on the product if you want to do that while I'm live streaming. So you can go straight to the website. But again, it's Designs by Steffanie. 2 F's. And you should be able to get whatever you need from there. And my warning labels now. And then I put the product labels on afterwards. After I clean up the jars a little bit, I wiped off the bottoms of it because I pour them in this box. I used to didn't do it that way, but most of the time I do it that way, but it depends upon if the box is even or not, because otherwise you have an uneven candle. And I can tell the way it's sitting. The new boxes that I bought actually have a ridge on the inside, so they don't pour well on the inside, so I'm having to take those out. But I prefer to pour them in because I don't get tunneling as much when I pour them inside because of the air conditioner, because it's kind of cool in here. I got all of those done, and I think I'm going to have to actually make some more labels for the other ones because that is all I have. I thought I had made more, but apparently not. Because that is all I have. Now I only have 4 left, and I have 12 candles. So we'll worry about that when we get back. We'll just do these 4-ounce ones for now. And clean these off and put the labels on them. This is my cranberry mimosa candle. So I'm going to clean it off and start putting candles and tops on it. So let me find the sticker for that one, which is here, cranberry mimosa. And then we're doing the 4-ounce. And I got one left on there. I hand do them. I bought a little machine to do them. This little thing. And I got it off Amazon. And to me, they just as crooked with that as they are when I do it by hand. And it takes more time. So I'm all about efficiency. So I just do it by hand. I just eyeball it. I mean, they're hand poured. So they're not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect about handmade goods. Nothing. Nothing's perfect about the ones made on the machine too. I've worked in factories when I was in my younger days. I was in college, and that stuff have flaws too, just like anything else, because you still have human intervention. Even though it's a machine, the machine can break, something can be set up incorrectly on the machine, all of that. So, what we're doing is just around the jars when you pour them, sometimes you get wax around the rim, sometimes it pours down the side. So what you need to make sure you do is to get that all cleaned off. I already took these and ran the heat gun over them to smooth out the top, so that's already done. So all that's needed now is just to put the right labels on them and the tops so that they're ready to be purchased whenever somebody places an order. And oh, I had an order today. I didn't even do it. I forgot. I completely forgot. I just thought about that. I have to get that in tonight because I don't have time to do it and get it to the post office. So it was just ordered yesterday, but I try to get them out the very next day if I can. Just depends. So, how often do you guys get your orders out if you have a business? Do you try to get them out? What's your time span? I have, I think, 5 to 7 business days on my thing, but I still try to ship out as early as I can. Just in the event that something happens or I get a big order and I don't have stuff behind. I don't like to feel behind at all. So yeah. Nobody's in here, I don't think. Which is weird that nobody has shown up in the room. I've been live for 4 minutes. Or maybe I can't just see the chat. Nope. Nope, No chats. No chat yet. But anywho, if you're in here, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Put that one on there, cricket. I had to pull it off. That's one good thing about these stickers. You can kind of, if you haven't stuck them all the way down and rubbed them down good, they're easy to pull off and correct when you put them on. And I start in the middle and work my way to the sides. And that works much better for me. Much better. So, I'm getting them all on here. Getting them all cleaned. And then I'm going to put them on a shelf. You see that shelf behind me there? That's where I store them. It's bare because a lot of my stuff is at the fair. But this is my backup. I do have a bunch of backup that I made that's sitting on the floor that I didn't have room for when I started making stuff for the fair. So I do have some back stock down there. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the shelf as well. And then whatever I don't sell at the fair, I just bring back and leave it packed up because I have another vendor event coming up after the fair the following weekend. So I have it already ready and boxed. And I won't have to go through that. I just add whatever I need that I'm missing. And then I go from there. I'll just take an inventory. I always take an inventory when you start. I try to take an inventory every day of what I have at the event to make sure. I did 2 rows of those. These are my cranberry mimosa. These are my number 2 sellers. My number 1 sweet selling scent. Oh, I got stuff all over this one. It's my number 1 sweet selling scent. Sweet smelling scent. And my number 1 scent is Coastal Serenity, but I got a new scent called, I came out with it in May, but I didn't market it at my vendor events until last month? No, August. Yeah, that's last month. It's September. Till August. And I only had it online. And the Fiery Affection really, really took off in my vendor events. People really, really, really like it a lot. So I think that's going to take over as my number 1 seller. I sold out of it on my small one. So I got 12 of them right here. And my vendor event already, I've already sold out of it. The one that I'm doing now at the fair. So I had to make some more because I didn't think they would sell out like that. But I should have known better because at my last event they sold out. So I have multiple sizes. All the sizes have not sold out, but my small ones. People like these 2-ounce sizes. So if you don't sell these, try selling them. People like them. I sell them, a whole lot of them. Actually, I need to order some more vessels because I'm on my last box and I go pick them up, so I don't have to wait for them to be shipped. I order my jars from Uline. I didn't initially. I ordered from, what is it called, Birch Bottles and Packaging, but the shipping was so freaking expensive that I almost paid as much in shipping as I paid for the jars. And I found the same jars on Uline. They look the same. They may not be quite the same, but they're close enough for me. And there's no shipping because I have one that is 15 minutes from my house. And you can go to Uline. If you have one in your area, I think they have maybe 11 warehouses across the U.S., you can go and pick up your own stuff. If you order over $300 worth of product, there's no fee for pickup. If it's under $300, then you have to pay a $25 fee. Don't know why that is. Why you would have to pay a fee if it's under $300 when they're still just picking it up. They're not boxing it up and shipping it out. So I don't even have any more. Oh yes, I do. Got another that's their policy. So I would recommend it if you order jars. Try Uline if they're close to you, or find a bottler if one is local to you that you can pick up from, that's within range for you to drive and pick up and save on the freight. You have to weigh out whatever the cost is for your mileage and stuff. But mine's, I mean, it's 15 miles, which is nothing compared to $200 and $300 worth of shipping that I would pay from my original distributor. And then I never ordered them from Uline to have them shipped. I think I put them in and saw how much it was, and then I saw that it said pickup, and I looked to see where the warehouse was, closest warehouse was to me, and they had one. I'm in the Atlanta metro area. I think they actually have 2 or 3 of them in this area. So I put it in, and it was close enough for me to go to. And I went, I picked it up, and the rest is history. Anytime I need something, I make sure I order $300 worth of stuff, and I go up there and get it. Because these, they don't take up that much space. $300 worth of jars is not enough. I just have an SUV. I put it in the hatch. Don't even fill up the back of the hatch at all. Put the things in there and come on home. So that's a good thing. You always want to make sure that you're saving as much as you can when you're a small business, because it adds up quick. And when you first start off, you're in the red. So you have to do as much as you can to get to the green, because your startup costs, you have to recoup that first before you're ever in the red. I mean in the green. Or the black, they call it the black, but whatever, same difference. Call it the green because money green. But before you're out of the red, you have to recoup back whatever you invested, and you need to track that so that you know if you're profitable or not. If you don't have some type of software that's tracking that for you, or a bookkeeper, just put it in an Excel spreadsheet. Every time you get an invoice, you need to put it in, put a column what it is, so that you have that, so you can track it for tax purposes as well, so that you can give it to your accountant at the end of the year and track that information, because you need it. You need to keep as detailed as you can of records. If you can scan in your receipts or save copies, electronic copies, that's better, because if something happens, God forbid, your house catches on fire or something, you need copies of your receipts if you haven't ordered them online and have an electronic receipt, or save them online. I save all of mine. I buy everything, mostly everything, and I have a electronic receipt in my email, but I do save down a copy and put them in a folder that says receipts that I can have for year end when it's tax time. I put them on a spreadsheet. I try to do it once a month. Sometimes I get lax, but I put it on a spreadsheet once a month to show what I purchased, what came in, what went out, so that I can have that and keep a good inventory, so that at the end of the year when it's time to do taxes, I'm not struggling, because sometimes I be struggling trying to pull all that together because I get laxed. And this year, I didn't have these candles last year. I had my Etsy shop, but I wasn't selling candles, so now I have a whole new inventory and things that I have to keep up with, and a lot more purchases that I made because of this candle business, and all the supplies and things that I had to purchase for that. So okay, did I pick up the wrong one? I think that's the wrong one, because I was short one. I'm very, very positive I was. I think this is the Zen. slot. Maybe I did. Maybe I put it over there. I don't know. I'm sweating. This light's can be hot. I don't remember having an empty one for the Zen though. So I got one mixed up somewhere, running my mouth. Make sure I check them before I put them on the shelf. They've been open, so the scent isn't as strong when they've been open for a minute. And my senses are off. Okay, cranberry. Then we got coastal and zen. Let's do coastal next. Coastal Serenity, my #1 seller. That's not coastal. I'm from the wrong area. I already got one mixed up somewhere. I know I do. I know I do. I'll keep working. Man, it's almost time for me to go. I need to set a timer. Set timer for 10 minutes, please. So that I don't run over because I have to go because I have to get to the fairgrounds for my event. And yesterday was an accident and I left late and I almost did not make it there in time. So live and did not forget to put my phone on do not disturb when I do a live, but it is what it is. That's coastal, another coastal. I'm gonna have to make stickers too tonight because I'm sure I'm running out. I always have the little small ones, but for these big ones, I always run out because they take up more real estate than the ones for the 2-ounce candle. So I'm always making those. I need to put one size per sheet, but I don't. Sometimes I do. If it's one I sell a lot of, then I do that. But yeah. Are you guys ready for the holidays? Getting ready for the holidays? I went in Costco and they had all the Halloween stuff out as well as Christmas stuff already. They didn't have the Christmas trees up, but they had the decorations for Christmas. Like they had the wreaths for the door. They had some stuff for the yard out. I was like, goodness gracious, it's just September, but I mean, it'll be here before you know it. I think I saw a post one day, maybe it was yesterday, it said it's 100 days to Christmas. I'm like, goodness gracious, is it already? So yeah, it's time to start shopping and getting ready. I need to decide what color I want, my color thing I want this year for my Christmas tree. Last year I decided on one and I had wanted it for like 2 years and then I put it up and I didn't like it. Because every year I buy different. I buy that and I put it up because I like a theme, a color theme, my tree to be specific color every year. Like last year was, I think it was like a mauve color, pinkish mauve. It was too muted for me. The year before it was red and white. It was gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I took and added some of the red to that mauve tree to help it out some. I didn't care for it as much. I don't know what color I'm gonna do. I might go back to the red because I really love the red a lot that I put up last year. But anyway, I'm about out of time. And nobody is in the room, so I'm just talking to myself, but it still go up as a video. And somebody will watch it, I'm assuming, I'm hoping. That somebody will come work with me while I work the day away. And yeah, so anywho, thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Remember, check out my candles, DesignsBySteffanie2fs.com to check them out. And yeah. Thank you for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye-bye.